Hello, welcome back to Betting Expert and another edition of our Average Joe to Betting Expert series, where basically I'm going to try and post tips myself onto bettingexpert.com and try and crack into the top rankings of the Tipster of the Month standings. Now, as it stands, I'm actually doing pretty well. I did crack into the top 35 places for June, so I would be due a £10 cash prize for doing that. But as I am working for Betting Expert, I'm not going to be claiming that prize. The next guy underneath those payout places will receive the cash prize. But anyway, let's get into it for today's video. I'm going to quickly recap how we got on yesterday. So if you did see, there were 10 tips posted yesterday. I was being a little bit more ambitious with some of the predictions, trying to up the volume of tips posting on my profile, because that seems to be what some of the top tipsters on Betting Expert are doing. And if you look at the results, yesterday also did pretty well. So we had 3 losing tips, but 7 winners, including the highlight for me as an Aston Villa fan. Huddersfield beat Birmingham. I was very happy about that. So get in touch, let us know if you are actually backing these predictions as well. Hopefully you were, because you would have ended up with some profit. But anyway, moving on to some of the top games for today. Starting off in the Premier League, I've got a tip here for the game between Sheffield United and Tottenham. Now, Tottenham did get back to winning ways after they defeated West Ham last time out. But the key for me in this one is that Sheffield United are still yet to score a goal after the lockdown. They've been pretty poor. The 3 defeats in a row or have not help them either. So here I do expect Tottenham to get the win. They are the higher ranked side, and I mean, Tottenham should have the talent involved to comfortably beat Sheffield United. So given that United haven't scored yet, that is the key for me. I don't think they're going to get on the score sheet either, so maybe even looking at Spurs to keep a clean sheet as a side bet on this one. But Tottenham to get the win is our first prediction, or my first prediction, that I'm going to post in today's video. And by the looks of things, so with Betting Expert, when you post a tip, it will double check for the best odds available. So we're actually getting 11 to 10 on that one. So that's a pretty decent price. And moving on to the other Premier League game tonight, Man City against Liverpool. Of course, Liverpool have been crowned Premier League champions now, it's been confirmed. So you could expect Liverpool to kind of shut off the gas a little bit. But I don't think that's going to happen. I feel that Liverpool are going to put out a strong side, and I do feel like they are going to try their hardest because obviously they're professionals, but they are the best team in the league, and I think they will want to go to City and prove that as well. So it could even be that City they have nothing to play for now, so they have no real shot at anything. They've secured second place as well. So here, I know it's against the odds, and it's actually probably one of the biggest odds that I'm going to tip, but I am going to go for a Liverpool win here. I feel like they are head and shoulders above Man City this season. The form has just turned completely compared to last year, and Liverpool worthy champions, and I feel like they are going to win tonight as well. So I'm going to try and post that prediction. Just a note here, Betting Expert, there is a max stake because of the odds are so high. I can only post 7 as my suggested stake. For lower price, that's why I can go up to 10. But anyway, moving on, we are going to go over to Italy and a game between Atalanta and Napoli. Now, looking at the form books, goals should be the main thing in this one. Atalanta are the highest scoring team in the division. They scored 80 goals this season, pretty incredible. I think the last 3 games have all involved 5 goals or more. For Atalanta, so they are scoring for fun. However, they have done that against kind of weaker opposition, and against Napoli, I feel like this is a much stiffer test than other teams. Napoli themselves are in decent form as well, winning the last 3. And with Napoli, they have a chance of going in or trying to secure some Champions League football as well. So I feel like Napoli here is also a really good value bet. Despite the fact that Atalanta are scoring a lot of goals, they're also conceding a lot as well. So this is why I'm going for Napoli to win. And again, I can only suggest the stake of 7 units as opposed to 10. But let's see how that one gets on. And also in Serie A is Roma against Udinese tonight. And here for me, home advantage should be the key. I jumped at the chance. I saw the 4 to 5 on offer, and I feel that is a pretty decent price. And yeah, we are simply going to go for a Roma win. Not a whole lot to analyse in this one. They are so much higher ranked than Udinese. Yeah, so the away side haven't actually won in Serie A since January. You have to go quite far back to get any kind of result for Udinese. And Roma do have that potential to get into the Champions League spots or European football spots at least. So they do want to try and get the win here, and this looks like a perfect opportunity. So I did spot that as a value bet for today, and that would be I'm most confident about this one as well. I mean, given that I'm on a roll, maybe that's my confidence level is a lot higher than it should be if I'm kind of taking things easy. But anyway, we're going to go for a Roma win in that one. And the last game we're going to talk about is Real Madrid against Getafe. Now, obviously, if you look at the outright odds, it's a pretty one-sided affair. It should be. Real Madrid have won all 5 of the games since the lockdown. Getafe have been not particularly very good. You actually have to go back to 2018, the last time Getafe actually scored a goal against Real Madrid. That's 4 matches ago. So here my prediction is for Real to get the win, of course, but also to win to 0. So I feel like they have been pretty solid at the back. They don't want to give Barca any chance of catching them up at the top of the table. So even if it's a 1-0, 2-0 win, something like that for Real, I can see that happening. So Real to win to 0 is going to be my prediction. So I'm going to scroll down here to the win to 0 market. And getting odds of 5-4 as well looks like a pretty decent bet. I feel like that's going to happen more than 50% of the time, that Real are going to get a win and Getafe aren't going to score. So yeah, that's the prediction for today. And let's refresh my profile just to recap over the 5 tips for today's video. And hopefully we'll end up with more profit. I'll be back tomorrow, by the way, to recap how my tips got on and also try and post a few more tips for over the weekend. But if you let me know any of your feedback, thoughts, comments on this series so far, it'd be good to hear from you. I did say that we're going to try and study some other tipsters, but I feel like the run I'm on right now, then maybe that is what it takes to be an elite top tipster. So we're doing the right things so far. If things start going south, if I don't have any winners tonight, for instance, then maybe we can recap why I predicted these things and look at what the top tipsters on Betting Expert are doing instead. But for now, gut feel seems to be paying off pretty well. And yeah, like I say, just to recap, we're going to go for Spurs to win tonight, Napoli to win away at Atalanta, Liverpool to get the win against Man City, Roma, the banker of the day, I think that should be a pretty easy win against Udinese, and Real Madrid to win to 0. But that's it for today's video. Thanks a lot for watching, and if you do place a bet, then as always, please do gamble responsibly.